Hey guys, it's ExandShadow. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire. In the last part, we went through the trick house, which was kind of pointless, but I just wanted to show it to you once. But anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, due to some technical issues, there's not going to be some parts for this for a while. When they're resolved, I'll record a whole bunch and then make up for it later. Okay? Okay? Cool. Okay, so anyway, there's a youngster there. You can fight him, and I do, but you don't really have to. The item we just picked up, that is a dire hit. Dire hits up your critical hit ratio, which is always good, and I'm giving it to Solaris here, because Solaris, he doesn't hit that hard right now, and he won't until he evolves, so the critical hits will help. It doesn't really help in the upcoming parts, but whatever. See, I fight the youngster, but I cut it out because it's not needed. And there's a wild Pokemon here, but I cut it out. And oh look, it's our rival, and one of like the 3 times that we fight her. So anyway, yeah. One thing that I didn't like was that you weren't given the ability to name your rival. But it's not really that big of a deal. So now we're fighting May. Again. She'll have a Grass, Fire, and Water type. 1 being her starter and 2 being the other 2. I'm not sure what her Fire type would be if she didn't pick Torchic, but I don't really care either. You can look it up yourself. Okay, so here we've got Wilmer. Wilmer's a joke. It's got good HP, but most of its other stats are meh. Fool. My Magikarp is immune to other Magikarp's splash attacks. Yeah, but anyway, you should not have any trouble taking this thing out. You should have a Grass type by this point, or there are plenty of Electric types in this route that you can use to own this thing. It's not hard. Don't sweat. And besides, it uses Splash. How threatening can something that uses Splash be? Honestly, the fights against the rival in this game are kind of pathetic, and it was really just sort of an afterthought. As much as I hate the rival from Diamond and Platinum and Pearl, at least he was kind of a challenge. You know, at least a little. Well, whatever. The Whalmer is easy. You shouldn't have a problem with him. But now she's going to use Combustion, and since it's a fighting type, I'm sending out my Psychic type double. As long as you have a super effective Pokemon, you should be fine for this match. It's not really that hard. So she's going to send out Combustion. Combustion is a fire fighting type, even though it looks like a bird, so theoretically it should probably be fire flying, but whatever. But yeah, Focus Energy is a move that ups your critical hit ratio. Too bad he doesn't get a chance to use it. Confusion his ass, Solaris. Yeah, see, half of his health in one shot from Confusion, the weakest Psychic type move. We are a god. Well, not really. When Solaris gets fully evolved, it's going to be probably the strongest person in our party. And luckily it hit itself, which is good, because this thing can pack quite a punch. And of course I get a critical hit when it's not needed. Curse you, LP, curse! Wait, never mind. This is a good chance. This is a chance to get some good experience points. Yummy experience points. So now she's going to send out a Shroomish. Shroomishes aren't that big of a deal. I kept it out because I know that Solaris can take care of this. It's not hard. Don't sweat it. As you can see, I'm still having lag issues. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to find out a way to fix it. Oh, and look, Solaris gets paralyzed. What a shock. Get it? Shock? Because it's yeah. Abort joke! So yeah, May, besides being kind of high leveled, isn't that hard, honestly. You should not have trouble with May. Oh, of course, I'm paralyzed. And it used Mega Drain. Fabulous. I cut most of this off, but Solaris always seems to get paralyzed at the most inconvenient times. It's ridiculous. Dude, stop. And see, he gets paralyzed again. It's irritating, and now he's got a Leech Seed. And so at this point, I just say fuck it, and I switch out to a different Pokemon. Because seriously, who wants to deal with this sort of crap? No one wants to deal with it. I even chose Teleport and it didn't even work. Game, you suck. 3 times in a row, it's just... yeah. So, it's pretty much at full health now. I just say, fuck it, I'm gonna switch out. Especially since I'm about to die here anyway, and I'd rather not give it any help. So instead of having Solaris out, I'm sending out Gabby. Hooray, Gabby. As you know, Gabby has a really good move in Vital Throw, but the only problem is that it always goes last, leaving myself open to a lot of shots. Like there, you see, if I had a different move, I would have been able to go first, and I would have been able to do some good damage on it. But this Vital Throw is the best move we have right now. As soon as I get like the Brick Break TM or anything like that, I'm going to go for that move instead, but I don't have it, so what you gonna do? What you gonna do when it comes to you? Yeah, this fight is honestly rather boring. It's easy, it's not a problem, it's just kind of tedious at points. And we got experience, and we defeated Pokemon during the day. Yeah, we're better than she expected, even though we've beaten her every single time we've come up to her. So, yeah. So, she gives you the item finder, which is entirely pointless. Honestly, you don't really need it. There might be an item around that you want, but generally not. It's usually stuff like ethers or elixirs or stuff like that. So don't worry about it as you can see, I jump cut back here. I went to go heal, but you also are going to want to buy a harbor mail at the Slateport shop. Why? We'll get to that in a minute, but I just thought I'd cut back to it so that you know that you should actually buy one. Since I didn't buy it, and in my run that got scrapped, I actually had to go all the way back through the bicycle path. So anyway, yeah, here we are back on the route. It's really not that big of a deal. There are trainers here, but they're not really that big of a deal. You can always run back to the Pokemon Center. So, yeah. Honestly, the way the grass is arranged is annoying, because you'll tend to take longer routes trying to avoid going in the grass, which is ironic. But yeah, that's a psychic trainer with an Abra that only knows hidden power. It's pathetic. Don't bother fighting. No, you should bother fighting for experience, but whatever.